So today what we're going to do is learn how to set up an alert in the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal. So in order to do that, you're going to use the database US Newsstream. You can start from the main library page, library.wisc.edu, and here you will see search the catalog. If you drop that down, you can go to databases and you can type in US News Stream, and be careful, there's two S's in News Stream. Type that in and you get your results, and here's US News Stream at the top. Click that link and then you go to this page where you can go directly to the database. Now, once you are in, the first thing that you have to do is set up an account. And the reason you have to set up a personal account in here is so that you can come back, and if you want to change or edit your alert, you'll be able to do that. So up in the right hand corner you can see a little person, and that's where you'll go to set up your own account. You can click Create My Research Account. That's where you will put in your email address and your password, and then click that you are at least 13 years old and that you acknowledge the collection of your personal information in there. I already have an account, so next time you come back, just go ahead and sign in. We'll wait while I'm being signed in. There we go. And then when you sign in, you'll see if you have any alerts or searches or anything already set up. I don't have anything saved so that we could do this together. So just click back here on US Newsstream, and you're going to do an advanced search for this one. So because you're looking at specific publications, the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times, we're going to come over here, and in this field where it says anywhere, we want a specific publication title. So we're going to scroll down and choose publication title. When you select that one, you will see that now you have the ability to look up publications. So click on Look Up Publications. It brings a pop-up screen in, and let's do the New York Times first. Whoops, not New Times, New York Times. Click Find, and now we have several options. The New York Times in print or the New York Times online. Seems likely to me that you'd want to search both of those. Then you have the New York Times Video, the New York Times Book Review, the New York Times in Spanish, or the New York Times Magazine. You can click as many of those as you want. I think for this search, the New York Times in print and the New York Times online will be good. Down here, we click Add to our search. Now we also need the Wall Street Journal, so we're going to click on Look Up Publications again. And we're going to delete New York Times, and this time type in Wall Street Journal. This time choose Wall Street Journal and Wall Street Journal Online. Again, you have a third option if you want that. Click Add to the search, and now you can see we have all of those things in our publications line. So these articles can come from any one of these options. Second row, we get to add the search term that we're looking for, and this time it is quantum computing. We're going to put it in quotes so that it can be recognized as a phrase. Typically, two words next to each other are always recognized as a phrase in most databases. Once you get past two words and into a three-word phrase, like down here, look up subject headings. If you wanted that to be a phrase, you would have to put quotes around it. Otherwise, the database would see that as all separate search terms. So it's just good to get into the habit of putting quotes around your phrase. Here, we're going to leave this as anywhere. Now we're going to run our search. And here are all of our articles. We have 20 articles in here. In order to set up our alert, over here it says Save Search Alert. We are going to create alert. First, we have to name our alert. We're just going to call this Quantum Computing. If you want to send it to somebody besides yourself, you can add their email in there. You can change the subject line to whatever you want. I'll just call this NY Times and WSJ Quantum Computing. You can put in there whatever you want. If you were, for example, sending this to someone else, you might want to send them a message as well, like, these are the alerts we're getting from the search we set up, from your friend, whatever you want to include. Do you want to include the search details? That is the search that we set up. You probably, I don't know, maybe you do or you don't. Choose whatever you want. Do you want your search terms to be highlighted? If you're specifically looking for quantum computing, you may want that to be highlighted in the article. So you may want to leave that on yes, or maybe you don't. I don't know. So down here, include newly published documents only, or if they're adding historical content to the database, do you want the historical items as well? That's up to you. And how often do you want it to be sent to you? Daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly? And when do you want it to end? A year is as long as it can go. And send scheduled alert even when no new documents match my search. Do you still want to know that, yeah, nothing came new this week, no new searches? When you're done, create alert, and there's the summary, and then you can just close, and now your alert has been set up. And that's how you do it. If you have any questions, please contact the Business Library, and we will be more than happy to help.